little punchy.
Which
And
one of
that's
us is
when
gonna
I
get to the weird
said-
shit first?
And that's when I said that's not how you eat ass.
Is there a wrong way to eat ass?
Yes. There are lots of wrong ways.
Oh, that's...
But this, you want to, clean and marinate and roast well.
Clean and marinate and roast ass.
Yeah. Don't you like some tasty pork butt?
Pork butt. So there's people in chat already having a grand old time. We've got Seven and Pen and DB's there. Hello everyone, we're back.
Ciao, what's poppin'? It's your boy HP, back with the fish people.
Jesse has...
I'm so tired.
so punchy. So punchy.
I've been running it myself into the ground for like 2 months, and it's showing.
Yeah, you weren't here for almost 2 weeks solid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was living at one of the properties we were working on. And I have the mosquito bites to prove it. I'm pretty sure I'm just half mosquito now.
I am more mosquito bite than man. Oh, completely unrelated, but nerd news. You saw that there was a Swamp Thing show.
Yes.
The Swamp Thing show has been canceled after 1 episode. Do you know why?
Why?
Because North Carolina sucks. It's our fault! It's literally our fault. That...
Hang on, let me... I like Durham. I like Durham fine. But North Carolina sucks so hard.
So, the state legislature... So, the show was filmed here in North Carolina.
Right.
And the show was awarded a grant from our... We have a budget for...
Like film council, something or another.
Yeah. So, because of shitty bookkeeping, what we thought we had, we really didn't. And so we couldn't give them as much as we said we would. And even what we were going to give them was nowhere near what they needed to actually do the show, but it was, a decent chunk.
Yeah.
Nope, even less. So they're like, fuck it, we can't afford this.
Awesome. That sounds about right. Oh, so one of the streams, or one of the opportunities to stream, I'm actually not sure if you streamed that night or not. I wasn't here, not because I was working, but because I went to go see Bob Seger in concert for the final tour, and this is my little souvenir. Bob Seger, the Silver Bullet Band, final tour. And with that, I'm going to have tequila.
Tequila Mockingbird. Alright. So, it's been a while since played Cruncher. We just opened a mountain.
Yes.
Frog, my favorite character of all time. Just cut a mountain in half.
Like you do.
Like you do. We need to go to the end of time and talk to Specchio so that Frog can learn how to use magic. But then we need to go into said cave and kick a bad guy's ass.
Awesome.
And, and, oh, hey, we've got more people. We've got Moon, Angel, and Cirque. Hello!
What up?
Just gonna skip past you guys there. I probably should bring Marley, I should bring Luca, because she's got fire, because water and ice are the same element, technically. So, don't have a lot of elemental representation. This game got me so focused on strategy. Because there's so many enemies in this, it's like, oh, we are weak to one element, or we absorb another element, or, this, that, or the other. And it frustrated the hell out of me that two characters have the exact same element. They're the only two characters in the game that have the exact same element. And it's water and ice. It's like, while I get they are the matter and two different states of being, I never consider them the same type of elemental.
Yeah.
Like, but, you know, I don't get to make those decisions, apparently.
You're not water's supervisor.
I'm... Being a frog, let's give him water.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Frog learned how to use magic. No, I don't want to try it.
No, you were very emphatic about that.
Okay,
and
so...
I almost spent beer on the cat.
So, you've been watching My Hero Academia with me.
Yes. I've been attempting to.
It's been on the back, but you're absorbing some of it because like you've seen All Might and his "Hello, I'm here." That's what I imagine Specchio to be, except
fair.
Slightly more deranged because he's only had to talk to one guy for all of eternity.
I mean, that'll do it.
It does mean you can't use fire, but yes, I can heal, but I can't use fire. But I'm also one of those people that I like fire. I keep telling people, it's like,
Hey, thanks, Evan.
what's up?
Just congratulating me on my stay in Bob Seger. Just fucking rad. Except for the MAGA crowd that showed up. That was disappointing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There was one dude that, like, was in line behind me to get beer, and he kept on just running his mouth, and he kept trying to engage me in conversation, kept not wanting to, and then he walked to this side of me and saw my big ass, nevertheless she persisted tattoo and the shaved head, and he immediately stopped talking to me. It was awesome.
He's like, I want to try to hit on you. Oh, wait, no.
It was
You're totally not my type.
not even a little bit, homie.
So, all of the enemies in this cave and for the next dungeon are really weak to magic and really strong against physical. So, I'm going to be burning through a lot of MP.
Yeah.
Specchio is All Might. Who's Deku in this game? Frog? Frog would be Deku?
Yeah.
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 It's like, I could see Frog as Deku. And hey,
Just really invested in, like, all things good and right and very properly expressing your respect for each and every person around you.
yeah. A note written in blood. The juggler in Magus's castle strengthens his guard when attacked. Beware. Oh, well. Many Bothans died to bring us this information. Oh.
Was not expecting that, especially since my brain was on an entirely different track.
I personally grind the fuck out of a new and hunting grounds back and pre-story to get lightning too. Normally I do also, but zero fucks given right now. So this is Magus's castle, which was I don't know if you remember back when Toys R Us was a thing.
Excuse me. I was alive before you. Yes, I remember
Well,
Toys R Us being a thing.
I don't know if you ever shopped in the or went
Don't
around the
want
video
to.
game section.
No.
Back. So
Way too. No.
they used to have demo kiosks for consoles. But then for the Nintendo side, they also had a TV that would show trailers on VHS of upcoming games.
Mm-hmm.
And when this one was on that, the only thing they showed was this section here, where it's people walking up to Magus's castle, and then just this scene. It's like, oh, the bats freaking out, and then just the panning upwards.
Da, da, da.
Because this shit was apparently amazing. I mean, it's just there. It's not even mode 7, but it's. Hey, you want to buy this game, kids?
I mean,
I did. I wanted to buy this game so bad. But it was so fucking expensive.
I mean, it's essentially, like, at least that shot, anyway. It's pixelated Tower of Terror. Like, come. Experience the horrors.
Start scatting Vampire Killer. Hosts.exe have stopped working.
You know what? Yes.
Alright, I'm not going to talk to any of the people here because they're all bad guys. They're all pretending to be people. Like I do. I pretend to be a person.
Same.
I saw a comic the other day of a guy laying in bed and doctor sitting here like messing with his nose. Can you feel this? Can you feel that? Like, no, doctor, I can't. Just as I suspected, you're really 2 children. And it's
Yeah. I'm just 3 raccoons in a trench coat, so that's fine. Or a lizard alien thing.
Oh god.
I really needed to finish watching V. I never did.
I wanted to watch the new one because it had Marina Backer in it.
And that's the one that I was watching, and I think I got like 2 episodes in, and I didn't finish it for whatever reason. I think we probably moved and I didn't have the TV hooked up. That's why I missed a lot of things. We moved a lot.
Oh, hey, look, it's the king. Totally not the king. I am going to interact with the children here because
they're like the children of the forest.
It's children of the corn.
Okay, but with the green hair, they look like children of the forest.
And there's the queen trying to follow us, and there's my mom trying to follow me. And no one's here either. Okay, well, screw all of you. I want all of you to just go
There's
away.
a really good recoil song that's kind of the chorus right there. I want.
Fake save point. This game also was a dick because save points were supposed to be your safe haven in game, and this is like, nope, we're gonna throw fake ones out.
Yep.
And now we get to see
Hey
Ozzy.
there, naive little player. We're gonna dick with you.
Alright, I always thought that this scene was a little entertaining because we've got Ozzy there next to a bat.
Eat it! Well, I mean, you can have the name Ozzy and be around bats all you want, but until you piss on the Alamo, you're not really Ozzy. And get banned from the city of San Antonio for 25 years.
Alright, so now I gotta kill a bunch of people. And I really should probably have
Cassie!
an AoE at this point. Hi, Cassie!
I feel that in my soul, especially after the last 2 months. I've bought more energy drinks in the last, week and a half in particular than I have in the last 2 years.
Man, I would love it if you guys actually died.
Hey, Light Dragon!
Light, welcome! What a sentence to come in on. I mean, any
Which
sentence.
one was that? Who knows?
Water 1 is a bubble.
Now, Nice. I mean...
Yes?
I just now feel the urge to go over there to Rowan. He's on the bookcase over here and just punch over and go. But no, I was just thinking that the hench look suspiciously like Mord.
I mean,
like, we're gonna go to the Eyrie and get thrown in the dungeons. And Mord's gonna come in and beat us. No gold!
I just remember, wasn't there a show that we were going to watch, or that we were waiting on, the one from, Matt Groening? Did that get renewed or not? Disenchanted?
Yeah. I don't know. I need to look and see. I hope the fuck it did, because that was awesome.
And your mom's here too.
Hey, Mama. You get to see me be real slap happy, because it's been a very, very long forever. And I'm very tired.
So, I have two pathways. I can go left, and we can deal with slash, or I can go right and deal with flee. I think you'll like flee more.
Okay, so I probably because base, but also slash. I love slash.
Ozone! Quick hello from across the pond. Welcome!
Hello.
Hello, Toast!
Hoopla. It's
Alright, I gotta talk to Creepy. Yes, I want your treasure, so...
Do you want our treasure? That's maybe not a question that should ever be asked.
I also wish I had an AoE. God.
Probably yes, Livet. Or one of them.
Are you all
In pixelated form.
So, the names for these characters, I forget what the Japanese names were, but it was supposed to be a pun.
Yeah.
Because Akira Toriyama had a major hand in designing this game, and let's face it, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are all just... every name in that is just a pun.
Yes.
And so, like, the names of these villains were supposed to be puns. And the puns don't translate as well to English. Like, I'm honestly surprised we got as many of the character names in Dragon Ball Z as we did. Because so many of them... Piccolo. Named after a woodwind instrument. Like, all of the Saiyans named after, produce of some sort.
I had the weirdest experience at Harris Teeter today. Produce. It was in the produce section. There, it is tangentially related. So, I am just trying to get a tomato for my sandwiches and a cucumber so I can make a cucumber and onion kind of vinegar salad thing that I like to eat when it's hot outside. And I'm trying desperately to like get to the cucumbers and I can't. There's this woman in a purple shirt with a black pussy bow and a sun hat picking, you know how they sell like asparagus grouped with a rubber band?
Mm-hmm.
Taking each grouping apart, picking out the best, making her own group. And she's there for like 15 minutes. And then she goes over to the trash can and is like picking off parts that she doesn't want to deal with, I guess, to throw in her own trash can at home. I don't fucking know. And so finally she moved just enough that I was like, excuse me, and I grabbed a cucumber and It was so bizarre, and I'm watching like two elderly women also trying to reach around her to get to like the broccoli and stuff. She's not moving. And then I got it, I bagged it, I walked around to grab my tomato, and she's over there doing the same thing with a bag of cherry tomatoes. And I was just like,
the fuck?
Like, you're the reason why when I go to get, like, bananas, well, I don't get them anymore, but when I was getting bananas, I would, like, find all of these random strays laying around and wouldn't be able to get a whole bunch. It's because of her.
Her. This one person is the bane of your
but it was,
fruit and vegetable existence.
I mean, just...
She
wasn't trying to hide anything or nothing. She's just like...
She's been haunting your produce existence for years and you never knew it.
For decades.
Tina, hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you for asking. Beer Shoppa, Jin, Frieza, Dr. Breeze. Yeah, all of the names are, like, in Dragon Ball Z were puns. So it's like, all of these are puns, and the puns don't translate well. So we had to make up our own puns. Puns. So the bat following us was really Flea. So we get rid of Flea. But here's Flea. Who is this person?
Who are you? Who are you?
This is no ordinary woman. Meet Flea, the magician. I'm a guy.
I mean...
Male, female, what's the difference? Power is beautiful and I've got the power.
Yeah, that's Flea. Also...
Oh, so it says he went for bananas, but you ended up going bananas.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Next time. Alright, now I get to fight Flea in space. I don't know why we're in space.
I mean, at least Flea's not in an all-black bodysuit, or all-white bodysuit chasing you around with a giant pair of scissors. So...
This is true.
I'll take space.
Space!
The final frontier.
And I should wake him up, but I'm not going to. Oh, hey! He's awake. Oh, no, you should be awake. Oh, wait, unless that put the sleep status back on you. I think it did. Stay awake, Frog. You're doing me no good. I don't want to be poisoned. Stop doing that to me. You're really kind of pissing me off here. With your status effects and your rock music.
You gotta fight! Fight your fight!
And now she's asleep.
I mean... Same, Marley. I'm not really here. I'm downstairs asleep. This is just an astral projection.
I mean, I watched Doctor Strange the other day, and it's like, you're seeing my astral body. Alright, I need to heal, because I'm taking a lot of damage. Like, can I actually hit them? I think I can. You need to not die. So much need to not die. And now you're...
You didn't say anything about taking a little nappy poo.
And everyone's just gonna get a mid-tonic. Alright, she's just... I was gonna say, she's gonna stay asleep for a minute, but nope. I need to do something, otherwise I am all sorts of fucked. I might be fucked. Oh, no. Now I'm fucked. Now... Really? I'm about to say, none of you fuckers are waking up. Alright, now I need to heal Chrono badly because... Or not. Oh, I was gonna say, or not, because he might be asleep. I actually probably should have brought more heals into this fight. Oh.
Wind of passion.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of your shit. Mr. Me! Mr. Me!
Every time I check the mail. Every fucking time.
Yes! Throw bubbles at Flea! I am doing no damage.
I also frequently, especially as more and more news about refusals to comply with congressional subpoenas and whatever comes out, I end up yelling at my phone a lot, "Stop breaking the law, asshole!" And nobody else gets it, and everybody just looks at me like I'm bananas.
You went bananas because of the lady in the produce aisle.
It's all connected. Just saying, our lives are interlocking constellations. Deep thoughts from Jackie and me.
I miss those, actually. That was a really, really good part of SNL. Alright, I am out of heals. So, I would really love it if she died real fast. Or, he died.
They?
They, yeah, I think they is probably the best. Because there's not really any discussion on, you know, preferred pronouns, but... And I need to heal Chrono again. Unless Flea dies, but not dying yet. Not gonna die yet, are ya? You're just gonna keep on kicking.
I mean...
Got all this glorious space to explore.
It's the final frontier. These are the voyages of Flea.
Oh. I need to heal Flea again, or heal Flea that. Yeah.
I'm not the only one who's a little punchy.
You wanna play hardball?
Again.
Well, my healer might be confused. My healer's confused. That means my healer can shoot me. Yep, my healer's gonna shoot me. You're doing the exact opposite of what I needed you for.
Humans?
I mean, that's the only upside is, you know, when you're confused, you have shit accuracy. Alright, please, I was about to say, please overwrite a status effect. It did. And let's heal the healer so that this doesn't happen again. I spam spin cut whenever for. I mean, spin cut would be all right. It's a guaranteed crit. But I also don't remember what his magic resistance is at the moment. I used to have all this shit memorized, is the thing. Like, I could tell you, like, what characters were weak to what was strong against what double techs were the best. I could throw all that shit out there. And now, in my old age, like, I don't...
I will hit you upside the head with this bottle.
I'm just saying, I don't remember... Like, once I learn information, like, it pushes old shit out.
That's not about old age. That just means that you're constantly learning, and that's a good thing. I mean, that was my joke in grad school, was that, like, I had crammed all of this information in my head for final exams, and so I lost the information about how to tie my shoes, and that's why I wear flip-flops all the time.
That's like the thing from Rick and Morty where it's like, there's not enough room in your brain for all of my genius, so I'm going to leave you with some things. My improvisation and... Which
is actually related to how Wolf 359 ended. I'll have to tell you about that later.
Oh, well, shit. I might be dead.
If you like radio dramas, though, and you haven't already listened to it, I do recommend the podcast Wolf 359. I enjoyed it. Some of it was a little overacted, but not like Jim Carrey overacted.
Overactor!
Just
Alright, can I revive someone? Because holy crap. I guess it's the, trying to talk live. I think I had the same problem when I did the Let's Play. Like, oh my god, Chrono's still alive.
I've actually found, as I'm recording a lot of these training videos, on stuff that, like, I do for every fucking listing, that my brain just shorts out, and I completely forget words like layer. In Photoshop, you need to know what a layer is. I mean, that's a pretty basic component, and I just sat there and I was like, you want to click the thing with the thumbnail here? It's like a cover. Like, I was hitting all around the word layer, and I just couldn't get there.
Oh my god, I'm fucking up so much. Why do I have to not pay attention to be entertaining?
I mean, you can pay attention and I can do a little jig. I'll take care of the entertainment part.
Dance a jig!
You don't want that. No one fucking wants that.
Yeah, that keeps fucking hurting. That hurts. It hurts a lot. What the hell is going on right now? Let's heal Chrono. Frog is just doing whatever the hell he wants to do. And this is gonna hurt everyone, but I don't care, because when Chrono does that...
No, wait. Before you move on, make that noise again. You didn't get it.
Yeah.
Jeez, why can't you replicate the performance perfectly every fucking time? Oh my god! I might be working through some anxiety.
Oh, hey, she's blind.
Oh, that's fun.
And now she's asleep.
I mean...
Because you can only have one status effect on at a time.
did you just, like, jack you? Because that's kind of what it looked like.
Need to heal Marley. So spin cut is he jumps up into the air with like a bunch of after images and cleaves. In fact, it was renamed Cleave in English or in the DS version because they changed a bunch of shit. And of course, my healer is losing her goddamn mind. Wonderful.
I mean, same. It happens to empaths. Let me tell you.
I mean, tentacles across to wish you good luck then. Oh, okay. For a second, I'm like, why? When did we suddenly get into tentacle porn? Like, did I miss something? Like, normally I'm pretty on point when it comes to figuring out what the hell is going on when it comes to that in the chat, but...
Oh, I think that was thunder.
Probably. We're supposed to get thunderstorms. Alright, so...
Yeah, I tried to take advantage of the thunderstorm earlier because I like falling asleep to thunderstorms, and I desperately needed a nap after therapy because it was an excellent session, but exhausting. And so I started to kind of doze off, and then as soon as the thunder stopped, then Captain Zippy on his dirt bike started zipping around the neighborhood, and then it was over.
Hey! I won! Finally!
That is, like, just wearing them down. Is it the drips of water on your forehead? Just...
Yeah, it's waterboarding. I'm just gonna ignore all these people because I don't care. I should probably care, but I'm not going to care. Because I need 342 skill points to learn Lightning 2. I should have...
Spoken like a member of Gen Z in 2019.
Yep, that was Thunder.
I should care. I just don't have the energy to care.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to town and buy some shit. Because...
Retail therapy?
Retail therapy. Let's go talk to Fritz, I saved his life. He can give me a good discount on some ether. Because when in doubt,
there are just so many places to go with ethers. Most of them involve true crime podcasts for me, so maybe I'm not the one to speak on the subject.
5 to 7 inches of rain over the next few days. Wow. That's... I wish we were getting that.
I was about to say, is that our forecast? Are we gonna flood? I mean, we need rain. The yard bad needs rain, but we don't need that much rain.
Well, you saw that a water main burst in Raleigh and, we lost, 2 million gallons of water.
Yeah.
Alright.
I thought you were about to talk about another one, and I was just like, no, not again.
What can I do for you? Stay a while and listen.
Rich, repeat, if you do it again. I forget which comic it was that did that bit that was trying to be it was a pride themed stand-up or whatever on Comedy Central years and years ago. He was talking about trying to be a manly man, and so he's reading the shampoo ingredients in a Sean Connery voice. It's very amusing to me anyway.
It also helps if I actually put useful equipment on him rather than the shit that was on him when we first saw him.
That could be helpful. I mean, you really do want him to be dressed for the season.
Yes.
Dressed to impress is all I'm saying.
You know, dress for the job that you want. But yet, when I dress like Gandalf, everyone gets mad at me.
You know, I feel like there's some implicit sexist bias at work here because when I dress as Wonder Woman, no one complains.
I saw a really heartwarming little thing of a couple that went to a convention and they were cosplaying. And, like, it's two women, and one is super DC fan, one is super Marvel fan.
Oh, I saw that! They got engaged!
Yeah, it's like Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman. It's like...
It was so barf-stabby. Like, it was so fucking adorable, I wanted to throw up about it. Things that cute are just almost painful. Yeah.
It's like,
especially the whole, like, we shouldn't be fighting. We should be allies. And
yeah.
Like, stop being cute. Stop it.
You're not allowed to be cute. Your cute license has been revoked.
You have reached the cute limit, and you now need to cease and desist.
I mean, I would say if we're gonna say dressing for the job that you want, like, if I could get away with dressing as Wonder Woman, I'd be Wonder Woman too.
I mean, honestly, at this point though, like, I would probably switch to Captain Marvel. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love Wonder Woman, but like, that's not to be all Arya about it, but that's not me.
I mean, also helps if I do...
I need to swear a lot and wear a 9 Inch Nails t-shirt is what I fucking need.
Everyone likes to swear. I mean, there's no rule saying Wonder Woman can't swear.
But she doesn't.
Well, not in the one that she was in. Have you seen the poster for Wonder Woman 1984?
No, I have not seen that.
I mean, I don't know if she's going to start swearing, but it looks super Thor Ragnarok-y.
Yeah.
Trust me, if I obtain some heavy armor, I will go around town in full armor. I have to leave, wishing on... Good night, Ozone!
Night!
So, I have a long day at work tomorrow and Saturday. I mean... Work sucks. I know. I can't remember the rest of them. It's like, there's...
Oh my god. I have to start at the beginning of the song, and...
Yeah.
I don't know. I have the brain power for that while you're fighting.
Skeletons.
Skeletons.
I like how these skeletons, too, have little red booties.
Yeah.
Little red booties.
Hang on. Caligula. Little boots. I know Drew will never see this, but in case he does, I remember Caligula.
I mean, there's a statement. I remember Caligula.
I am eternal. I couldn't. I tried. I couldn't. That wasn't me. I mean,
the thunder heaven Rowan just goes...
Just glares at me. I didn't do that.
Rowan, is there thunder? Yeah. They're not normally bothered by thunder, but the other night we had a thunderstorm that there was a single crack of thunder that spooked the crap out of them.
Oh, man.
Say it ain't so, I will not go.
Thank you.
Any idea when you went to concert? Oh, shit, I've completely forgot about that. I will have to get back to you on that because life has become incredibly complicated lately. I got really fucking dejected last night. It was the first time I've actually been able to log into YouTube in like 2 weeks, almost. And I was looking at my analytics. For the last 28 days, I'm at -1 subscribers. Like, because I haven't been uploading. I haven't been able to record. I haven't been able to stream consistently. Like...
So, alright. So,
like,
goals. We have goals.
Like, I gotta do this. But, like, it's so... Like, by the end of the day, I'm just so fucking run down. That's like...
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, if you get me that fucking giraffe head, then then all you have to do is click start, and I'll do a little jig with my giraffe head, and then just upload it, and we'll be fine.
I don't even remember what we were watching that
It
was.
was like the series of vines.
Yeah, like someone had a giant. It was giraffe head
lip syncing
on like. On a giraffe neck, like it was super, but it had like a little string that you could pull, and its mouth would open, so he was making it sing to whatever song, and like it was hilarious, and just like, I want that.
It was the chaotic neutrals at their most powerful.
Chaotic.
That's what it was, because he keeps telling me that I'm chaotic neutral, and I've been like, for a long time, I insisted I was lawful good. And then I've been insisting for years that I am chaotic good. But apparently, some point I shifted to chaotic neutral. And apparently he decided that that's where I'm at.
We were sitting around one day, like a group of us, and I'm like going over everyone's alignment based off their personality.
And then, like, the series of vines are, like, people just doing really ridiculous stuff. And, like, the first 4 or 5, I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. I would never do any of this shit. And then as soon as the first video came on with somebody, like, lip-syncing wearing a mask, I was like, okay, you win. I would definitely do that. I'm a dog!
Yeah. So yeah, it became a thing.
I still think I'm chaotic good. I think he's just really latching on to the chaotic part. Because ultimately, everything I do is in the service of good. It just might not make sense. And is sometimes unpredictable.
Well, yes, but like it's like.
But it's always in the service of good. It's not just for funsies.
For funsies. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a lot
The
of fun.
sky's getting all, like, Slayer. Well,
Slayer.
maybe more Lamb of God, honestly. I am so excited, you guys. Max Sabbath and Flanders are on tour together. And they're going to be here in August. And I'm really excited about that. It is going to be so cool. And it's at a smaller venue, so the tickets will be pretty cheap. Just extra exciting. And the beer will be cheaper, which is even more exciting.
Lawful stupid is apparently every paladin ever. I can't disagree with that, because every paladin has always been kind of...
Khaki! Are you serious?
What?
I am not neutral. I'm not neutral. I take a very firm and vehement stand about things. I am not neutral about anything, ever.
Well, you're not neutral in, like, let's give everyone their... Like, every opinion is equally valid, and, like, yes, anti-vax are, like...
I am neutral in that, like, I think Coke and Pepsi are different but fairly equitable, and I prefer Dr. Pepper. Like...
It's like, I see some neutrality. Not like in a negative way. You're not like the beige people of...
No,
I don't... Tell my wife I said hello.
Here's the thing, is I don't want to be a fucking Switzerland, like, ever.
Oh no, you're not Switzerland as far as, like, I'm not getting involved, but you're also not, like...
But then again, I also feel that good and evil are very subjective categories.
Exactly. That's where I get, because it's like...
Fine. Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess you're right. Because I'm sitting here about to be like, if it helps at all, in terms of political actors, I identify the most with Varys. And yeah, no, he's definitely chaotic.
Yeah. It's like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You win, I lose.
What would I be considered? See, that's the thing. I'd have to meet you in person. Like, I can't... It's really hard to do it just based off of text conversations, because all the people who were there, like, these are people that I've known for a really long time, and some of them were actually kind of difficult.
Yeah, I was the easiest one, and you have known me the least amount of time.
Yeah.
I guess I don't mask well.
It's like, and you and I have spent a lot of time talking
That's true.
in like recent years. Whereas like I've known Claire longer, but I don't know Claire that well. Like Claire was kind of hard to get a read on.
You struggled with Adam, though.
I did a little because like.
But then again, Kulik's kind of straddles a few lines.
Yeah, like it depends on the mood, because like there are some days like I wouldn't be surprised if you went full, lawful evil.
Even Mom's on the neutral category. Would you fucking look at that? That's ridiculous. I'm confronting my not living up to the projected self that I wanted to have. It's okay. It's alright. Being able to argue both sides only means that I understand my own position even better.
I actually love how you're almost taking offense to this.
I am a little bit. I've always really just wanted to be associated as, like, just good. I want to be a force of good in the world, and, like, because good is so subjective, it's really hard to not bring all of these additional contexts to it.
So...
And so, like, it's really hard for me personally to divorce a alignment with or from all of the other shit in the world.
So, a fun story. When I was first getting ready to play Final Fantasy XI, Zach brought the strategy guide for 11, and so we could see what the classes like. We could get an idea of what we were going to be getting into, because MMOs at the time, like especially that one, was just a massive time sink. So you wanted to know what you were getting into. So I started looking at it, it's like the two classes that I really wanted to get into were Paladin or Dark Knight. And that's really entertaining to me, because they are the exact they're not the exact opposites. Actually, really, Dark Knight and Red Mage are the two exact opposites in terms of like how what their mechanics are. But Paladin was a tank designed to protect the entire party. Their goal was damage sponge.
Yeah.
You are the target so that no one else is. Dark Knights are the exact opposite. They are the ones, they have no defense, they're offense. Their goal is to kill the monster so that, kill it quickly so that the other part, like that was, like trying to get into the mindset of these two classes. And I actually remember speaking to Sarah about it, like that's an interesting, divergence between personality traits, because like there are a lot of times like I would be a shield to stand in front of other people, and protect them. But at the same time, it's like there are other times it's like I can protect people better by being a sword and stabbing people in the face. And that's why I think I'm a little on the chaotic evil side of things, because it's like, I can best protect people by stabbing in the face.
I mean, when you put it that way.
What did you decide I wasn't? What was Libet again?
Oh fuck! What was Libet?
I think Libet. I think she was lawful good. I think that's. She was lawful. I know that. Because she's not,
I think it was lawful neutral.
It might have been lawful neutral. Because she's not big on, you're not big on breaking rules or breaking laws. You do recognize that, rules and laws can be completely unjust, but you're not in favor of, because you've always been more pacifistic and for more passive resistance, I think that kind of takes away the chaotic aspect of it.
I mean, you are...
Or neutral good. She may have been neutral good. Could have been neutral good.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I think that's the case because Claire was lawful good. Because she's the absolute pacifist among all of us.
Claire being the absolute pacifist. And that was why it was so hard to...
Yeah. I think Cirque might be eating some very tasty ass. What kind of pork are you cooking? What cut? Is it the butt? Please tell me you're cooking a pork butt so that I can justify my earlier comments at the beginning of the stream.
Pork butt.
It makes a pretty decent roast. It's not quite as good for shredded or pulled pork, but it makes a good roast.
I should probably use power tabs.
Although I do actually use pork butt for carnitas.
Carnitas.
Yes, neutral good. Love it. Yes.
Yeah. Pretty sure. No, I don't. I mean, you might be, but like chaotic. The thing with chaotic is you're willing to bend and break rules. It's the ends justify the means kind of mindset with the chaotic. It's like I don't mind blowing up a small town if it means protecting a planet. Like there's a scene in Babylon 5. One of the characters is like, hey, there's a group of evil aliens on our planet. Another group of aliens is destroying anyone who this group is. It's the Shadows and the Vorlons. There's a bunch of Shadows on this one planet. Like, the Vorlons are coming. They're blowing up any planet that the Shadows have come in contact with. And like, oh, the Shadows won't destroy a population this large. It's like, I can't take that chance. So I'm going to blow you up. It's like, so he blows up an island. And they evacuated as many of the people off the island as possible. He's like, we needed to have people stay to maintain the illusion of our presence. They knew what was being asked of them. So he's like, yes, that's Londo in general is a very chaotic person. But it's the way that it was always explained to me in like the AD&D books, like lawful characters would not sacrifice one character to save 1,000, or sacrifice one person to save 1,000. Chaotic characters could. Like, that is more their mindset if they would. Like, there's no hesitation in order to do. Like, the lawful good characters are like, no, I will find a way around this to save 1,001 people. Whereas.
The lawful good are limited.
Yeah.
Well, lawful anything is limited by that category, and I largely reject that. Okay.
I wasn't sure if that was the cat of the game. Rowan just...
Yeah, he had some opinion about something.
Would a call around 10 a.m. work for you? I will be busy tomorrow until about 5:45. So probably not. Also, this weekend, Saturday morning, we are going to be helping my brother out with housework if you're up for it.
What kind of work and what kind of morning are we talking?
Libet wanted to do the Pokemon Community Day, which is from 3 to 5, so it would be before 3, and it sounds like we're going to be doing flooring.
Okay.
So.
As long as it doesn't involve sweeping, mopping, or moving furniture, which I am entirely burned out on.
I can't imagine why.
Then, okay.
Pin, I love that you're quoting Babylon 5. Especially the fact that you're quoting Veer.
Also, I still need to make you finish watching Battlestar Galactica.
I need to finish making you watch Babylon 5.
Well, I figured that's where the conversation was going, and it was a given, so...
Yeah. I look up into your lifeless eyes and wave like this. It's like, yeah.
Any hoozle.
Hey, Legal! I haven't seen you in forever!
What?
Putting final touches on Shining Podcast Episode 0. May wait for finish before release. Excellent! I can't wait to see it. Send me a link to it when it's done and uploaded, and I will pass it along to everyone that I can.
I'm always a bonus.
Bonus, Jess! I've made you listen to Bonus Ducks, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that everyone knows what's going on. Bonus Ducks! I can't not say it.
That's okay. I have to resist every time a long-standing inside high school joke. Every time I hear the word bonus. So, it's fine.
Bonus Ducks! So, I actually have never gotten a chance to meet Veer. I've met several of the Babylon 5 cast at various conventions. I actually have a signed picture in my room of Jeff Conway.
If we're gonna go to GalaxyCon, we need to get tickets, like, ASAP.
Oh, right. That's the thing. I keep forgetting.
I'll remind you.
I completely... I missed Animazement.
Yeah.
And so instead it's like, I just kind of sat at home. I'm like, I'm going to watch anime, which is why I'm now on an anime kick watching through. I went through and I watched all of Code Geass, and now I'm watching My Hero Academia, and when I finish, I just started the 3rd season of that, and once I finish that, I'm going to get caught up on Black Clover, and then I don't know what anime to watch.
And then, at some point, I'm gonna have the wherewithal to capture the remote first. And I don't know, I'll foist something upon you. I don't know what yet. We'll see.
Well, I mean, I've also...
Some fundamentally, like, speaks to my person. Just to return the favor.
I was like, I signed up for the Funimation Now service to stream everything, and I'm like, yes, this is great. It's like, it is, but since I'm still in the free trial, I'm like, maybe I should, take advantage of this the best that I can and not ever have to actually pay money for it. I'm gonna have to pay money for it.
Yeah.
Now is the time for Shadow Skill. I forgot about Shadow Skill. I have to figure out where to watch that.
Which, speaking of, sorry, not that, but foisting things upon you, or having the wherewithal to steal the remote, I do need to watch that last episode of Chernobyl.
Oh, you haven't? I thought you...
I haven't.
Oh, yeah, right, because it aired. You had
Yeah.
caught up to it, but you hadn't actually watched it.
Right. So, I mean... one of these times while our schedules are still discombobulated, or mine is, as opposed to yours, I'll probably watch it at some point while you're asleep, but just in case.
Just in case.
I love Frog's hero pose. Like, it's just... well, and it's so exaggerated.
Yeah.
Like...
So I completely forgot that.
It's the All Might of
That's
poses.
yeah. I completely forgot that when we did the charity stream for this, we did a charity stream for Chrono Trigger. We played through all of Chrono Trigger in a day. It was, I think, a little less than 12 hours.
Okay.
One of the things that we did is we made perler bead sprites of various characters. I completely forgot that Libet has one at her on her desk at work. Like, now I want to make more of them, but it's like it's an awesome project, but it's so expensive because you need to buy so many of, like, especially of, like, the higher detail, like,
Yeah.
16-bit characters have a limited range of color. And then, like, I wanted to do some for a couple of Sega Saturn games, and those are 32-bit, so there's even more range of color for that, which means, you know, I've only got so much that I can do. I also need to heal, because
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Marauder's exhaustion is his disembodied voice now. I mean, that's basically my life. I listen to a disembodied voice. I was telling someone about Dr. Tran, and like, how have you never seen Dr. Tran?
Well, I mean, until you looked at me and said, "How have you not seen Dr. Tran?" I hadn't either.
This is true.
That's how.
Everyone needs to see Dr. Tran. Alex, made it in time. Well, kind of. We're only here for another half hour. Close to in time. It is raining.
Yep.
Like, at first I thought that was just the AC or something. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and get this. I got a mist rope, and I keep pressing the wrong fucking button.
Happens to the best of us.
I don't know how a mist robe is better than a gold suit, but I'll take it. I grow tired of this. Well, you know, we've already beat Slash and Flea. Ozzy's in a jam. And now we have the Death Room.
I mean,
Full of guillotines and conveyor belts. And dark mail. Fucking press the wrong button again.
that's what he said.
And there you go. How about this? And now he's gonna speed up. But it doesn't matter if the others get caught, it's just if Chrono's the one who gets... See, like, I got guillotined there. That... Impossible.
I mean, not a guillotine in the stricter sense.
I got a doom finger.
Me too, ladies.
I don't think that's a good thing.
You don't fucking know.
I mean, I can, you know, sit here and think dying by orgasm would be a good way to go, but it's also a way to go. And now, I swear to God, I'm gonna stop pressing that button.
Are you?
No.
Alright.
Inconceivable. It's like, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. And now you get to play Donkey Kong. Like, literally.
Yep.
We have to hide here from the little roly-poly guys. Like, that's hilarious and ridiculous. And then the bats will follow us. I just don't want to get into a fight with the jugglers. They're a pain in the ass because they...
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Forgot. This next trap is he has a thing, and then we get stuck down here. Your little booties, your little shirt and your little pants. Except they're not wearing either. they're only wearing boots. Puss in boots. Oh, these guys are not as strong as I remember them being.
Weak sauce.
Right? But yeah, I really kind of want to make some more Perler bead sprites, but I also kind of don't want to spend the money on it, because...
There's also the option of planning well in advance and ordering things online, which will be cheaper. You just have to wait for shipping.
So, speaking of fake save points, there are 4 here. 1 is a save point. One
not
is a...
all that glitters is safe.
Exactly. 1 is a teleport point that takes us back to the top room. The other 2 spawn random enemies.
Fuck yeah!
Got the teleport.
Woohoo!
Alright, so I know there's a spot there. And now I don't remember which way to go from here. Oh, that was dumb. And now they change. Haha! Got it! Don't think I'm gonna be able to do that again. What the Fuck you. I think now it's just on a rotation, but... No, I pressed the button to talk to him before he did that. Yeah, it's just on a rotation.
Yeah. Impossible!
Also, who designed this house?
I mean, really.
God damn it, I got into a fight with a juggler.
That is true, and I'm due for a trip to the scrap exchange. You created a monster limit.
There's a game I'm gonna be surprised if you've heard about. What game? Hey, DB passed out. I mean, it happens. Alright, I forgot. I gotta lightning bolt you in the face, don't I? And... oh, hey, you didn't die. Why didn't you die? You should be dead. Well, let's remedy that situation, shall we? I want to ask you something. Is it the game that you'd be surprised if I heard of? Because I'm curious. Kevin McAllister, he designed it for ice cream. Xiaolin Showdown? I mean, I've heard of the anime. Or not anime, I guess anime. It was a cartoon show, wasn't it? It's like, it was 4 kids who were martial artists. One of them was a kid who had, he was basically like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, except he had a like overly large head with the Buddhist 6 dots. You have no idea what I'm talking about right now. You're just... I fucking hate the juggler. Why don't you just die? Go away. There we go. Hey, you didn't do MP Buster. That's good. Oh, nope. Now we're playing Donkey Kong Round 2. Fight! And just gonna kill you. The Outlaw. I also need to introduce you to Samurai Pizza Cats. Because it's an anime that they completely threw out. There was no script for it. They got some of the animation and the episodes, and like they just turned it into a show and just made up whatever the hell they wanted.
I mean,
like there was no script that got translated into English. It was just, what can we use the footage with and do? Like, it was hilarious because it did not take itself seriously at all.
And those are my favorite kinds of shows.
Would you like to commentate on Final Fantasy X together? I'm not a huge Final Fantasy X person. Like, never got into 10. Everyone else had a PS2 around that point in time. I was a little late on the PS2 bandwagon, so I never really got into 10. I played 11. I played the hell out of 11, but that was on PC. And then the next Final Fantasy, like, I got into Final Fantasy 12, but I kind of skipped 10. And, well, I tried to get into 10 when 10-2 came out, and I could not, because I couldn't. Have I shown you Final Fantasy? It's questions were definitely.
I believe you.
Questions. 10, 2, and 12 are... I just picked up 12 on the Switch because they just re-released it with the international version. It's another thing that used to happen for RPGs. The Japanese version would come out first, and then the North American version would come out, and there would be slightly extra stuff because we had to wait on it, and then it would get re-released again. Because the Japanese audience was slightly disappointed that we got extra stuff and they didn't. So there'd be like an international version that got re-released in Japan that got extra stuff to it. Like, here we go round the mulberry bush.
Like, or... And just hear me out. Just spitballing here. Just release it.
Well, so nowadays, that's actually become a thing. It's become far more common to have, you know, worldwide releases.
Global release, yeah. But, still.
Because they've also learned that severely cuts down on piracy. Because...
I mean, whatever. But, my big issue is just the... I don't know. I guess I'm more concerned with efficiency in content information distribution than I am in, you know, money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much about the... Mostly because I knew a bunch of people who would just, you know, import.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, I'm going to find my way... Well, actually, no, I'm not. I was like, I'm going to find my way to a save point. But I think there's a save point coming up here. Because we are kind of running out of time. I can save state as well. So... But yeah, it's one of those things that was just like, yeah, probably not the best, because for the most part, like, I'd be far more concerned with people spoiling it. And especially these days, like, oh yes, you can see, like, the ending of the game before the game even officially comes out in your area. Like, that's one thing that, like, because that happened with Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, the ending got spoiled, and the director was like, please don't spoil this. It's been like 15 years in the making. Not quite that long, but, you know.
I don't know. I think maybe I just have a different perspective or way of processing information. I don't get upset when X, Y, or Z is spoiled for me. Like, and you know me, there are plenty of things that I am really invested in. But it doesn't, for me, and I understand this is just a me thing, it does not lessen the experience for me to have knowledge ahead of time. I'm probably, like, in the minority there, and that's why I try not to spoil things for other people. But I gotta admit, just personally, I don't understand it.
I mean, it's one of those things that if I don't want to be spoiled on something, I will go to lengths to avoid it. Like, I will know not to go to certain websites or certain, you know, like,
yeah.
Like, because I know that's likely to happen, and I'm just not gonna futz with that. So, yeah.
I do think at this point, with information exchange being what it is, and the nature of the way that information being exchanged being what it is, the person who doesn't want to be spoiled, some of the onus is on them.
Yeah.
Like,
don't...
Like, let's be real, guys.
Like, there is a difference if, like, I remember working at Barnes & Noble when Harry Potter was released, and people, like, for each of the midnight releases, there'd always be someone who'd, like, one of the first people on the line to get the book, they just start walking out, reading the last couple of pages out loud to all of the people. Like, that usually ended very bad for that person.
Yeah.
And understandable. Because, like, that's a dick move.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Let's do this. I have to do this in a particular order because they have shields that change, and this is something I actually do remember. Alright, you should be dead. Yep. And hopefully you will be dead. Following. Let's see how it goes. Would you stop lighting me on fire? That's rude. Rude. Basically just keeping Chrono around to pick up any slack at the moment, because if Frog can actually crit on his second hit, or on the second hit to each one, that kills them. Like that. You're dead. It was nice knowing you. It was nice knowing you as well, because either way, you're dead.
Was it really, though?
I mean... All they did was light me on fire.
So was it nice? I mean, I guess that depends on what you're into.
What it feels like to chew 5 gum. Alright, I don't think you have any more... Yeah, you don't have any more people to conveyor belt up. This takes the cake. Got a speed belt! Totally not a speed ball.
Thank goodness for small miracles.
Oh, hey, really? Chrono's speed is maxed out already at level 20? Well then, I'm not gonna bother with that. I might do the ribbon. Because I'm not really attacking with you. Oh, son of a bitch, I was really hoping for this to be done. Bah. Bah. Would you enjoy doing FF12 together? I might. Like, it's a game that I have a lot of knowledge on, or at least I had a lot of knowledge on. I haven't played the re-release that changed how the license board works. All right, I'm just gonna skip all this because I know how. Gotta revive. Oh right, you're not gonna let me do that because you're a dick.
I do believe you were talking about the villain's army. And you're surprised that they're being a dick.
Benjamin is no one's friend. If he were an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick. Welcome to the party, everyone!
Well, I was gone.
No.
But you can congratulate yourself if you want.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna have a sandwich. Would you?
I proposed a settlement to
Alright, I'm taking a fuck ton of damage, and it's kind of pissing me off. Because I just proposed a settlement to dick with them.
Stop breaking the law, asshole! Are you on your knees in a $900 seat?
I could have got him 10. Oh my god, I did 1,000 points of damage to him?
Apparently you did get him 10.
I did. I'd have got him 10. Ron, why are you staring at my poster? What are you doing? What are you doing?
The whole scene where
I
Greta's walking
know.
away and reeling her in and posing the post.
Hosts.exe have stopped working.
So don't ask what I'm doing if you know exactly what I'm doing. You're supposed to have my back.
I do.
I thought you were my friend.
On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and use the save state here, and we will end this live stream on that note.
I'm so sorry, guys.
If he were an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick. If I ever see Dana Carvey in person, I'm just gonna be like, can I just get a selfie video of you saying that?
Anyway, I'm sorry for me.
The last hour and a half.
I apologize. Thanks for bearing with me.
Yeah. It's been an evening.
Real.
And again, hopefully I'm going to get into so I did start recording some projects, but I really don't like how they're turning out, so I'm like I don't want to do them because like I feel like I blew all my good material early or I blew my wad too quickly. I'm
interrupting Calhoun.
Or there are some technical issues that I'm just not happy with how it turns out to where I don't think it's going to be a good product. So I do need to start recording. I know that, and I thought I was going to do some small projects and get those out to where those could just be like I can complete the project in like 1 or 2 settings and have something that would go out for like a week or 2. Didn't quite turn out that way. because part of it is like I feel like if I don't get a chance to record and I have to go like a week between recording, I forget where I'm at in a game and I forget how to actually continue being entertaining with it because I spend like the first episode.
What was my last punchline?
Yeah, that's really it. Like, what was my last punchline? What was the last thing I did in the game? What am I talking about? Because that's happened to a lot of my older projects. Like, it would be a week in between recording sessions, and so like I say, oh, I'm going to talk about this in the next episode, and then I forget completely about it because it's been a week.
Yeah.
And then one of the first comments on those videos is like, weren't you going to talk about this? I'm like, shit. And so then it's like 3 weeks later that I actually come back and talk about that. So yeah.
But, in the meantime, if you want to hop on Patreon, give us a list of songs you would like to see me lip sync to in an animal mask. And I will make that shit happen. I will make it happen for you.
I'll figure out what Patreon tier to add that to.
Because I care.
Hell, if we do it for one of the higher tier ones, that would pay for the giraffe mask.
I mean, shit. I don't know. We will have to move the camera somewhere else because it will not catch me.
No, I would.
The room's too short.
I have a portable camera somewhere.
So we might need like a shorter mask to start with.
I mean, we'll figure some shit out. But yeah, so there's the Patreon, and then there's a bunch of new stuff on YouTube. There's channel subscriptions and perks. Like you can get a new set of emojis for chat. There's a subscriber perk where I can do a subscriber live stream to people who do the channel memberships. In fact, I had to set up one as a reward so that I could get into that service. Otherwise, I would have had to wait to get into that service because that was one of the things that was part of YouTube Gaming for the live stream.
Yeah.
That now that YouTube Gaming is just being phased out, they're transferring it to YouTube so that the people who have already paid for it aren't losing anything.
Yeah.
So like I can do a specific, membership live stream for the people who do that. So like I do want to give out good things to the people who do contribute. And it's shitty because it's capitalism, but it's like the more you contribute, the easier it is for me to produce things.
Yeah,
it's that
fucking capitalism.
Fucking capitalism.
But yes. And I mean, I'm only tangentially related. I'm just here for the live streams. But like I want to give y'all stuff too. So like but I'm poor. Like I am. So I rely on him to make those things happen, and if there's a little extra exchange going on, then that makes
then we can buy animal masks.
I mean, I'm just saying, you want to see me lip sync Careless Whisper in like a horse mask, don't you? You do. I'm sure you do. I win.
On that note, because all I'm thinking about is Sarah when she was at one of the recording events for the film group where she was wearing a horse mask dancing like Charlie Brown. And
you lost it at Careless Whisper is where you
I
lost
did.
it
I
at,
lost it at Careless Whisper.
And I win.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll end here. Thank you all for everyone who's hung out and chatted, and everyone who continues to hang out and chat and like in the comments and the favorite subscriptions. All that really does help. It means the world to me. And like I said, I got super despondent when I saw that I was at -1 subscribers at that point. Like, I've never hit a negative point. So like that really hit. And so like, I know I need to do better on the channel, and I'm going to do better. But for everyone who has stuck it out, thank you. It really does mean a ton to me. So I will be back next week with another live stream, hopefully. If not, I will post about it on Twitter. I do try to give as much advance notice as possible. So, and now that we are
I'll
hitting
try to strong
the rainy season with random thunderstorms,
I can't do
that I can't control. If I could control the weather, I would control the weather, and heaven help everyone, because again, chaotic evil with the face stabby.
That should be in my hands.
The face stabby.
Just saying. But yes, no,
So,
seriously, thank you very much.
And be back as soon as possible with
Yep.
more stuff. So,
Have a good night.
bye.
There is no Jesse. There's only Zool.
Only Zool.